Well, I do have inside info from Karen Huger in jail.
Wow,
One of our
talk to us.
listeners, okay? One of our listeners sent me this. This was the exact moment that Miss Huga checked into jail. Because you and I have talked about, and Giselle, everyone is like, how is Karen Huger really going to do in jail? This woman has denied everything, denied that she was going to go to jail. Well, we have an inside scoop from somebody in jail. My blank, okay, I will not say who this is. My blank fingerprinted Karen Huger and took her mugshot.
So this is a listener of ours that somehow knows this person that works at the facility.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
So my blank fingerprinted Karen and took her mugshot. Uh, they said she was very motivated to serve her time and work any way she can while in jail. She wore an all black YSL bodysuit and was super nice and talkative. Now, does that sound like someone? Do we think she's like in denial because that was just day one? Or do we think this is someone that is now faced their reality, is excited to be in jail, is going to be a mentor to the prisoners of Maryland? Like, what do we think of
And
that?
well, okay, let's answer that. I actually did a show last week on March 2nd. I wanted her to come on the Zoom. Maybe she'll still do that. I spoke to a former inmate at Montgomery County, where Karen is serving. I spoke to someone that went to the same jail.
Okay, okay. Ooh,
And
that's good.
the conditions that aired on March 2nd. Everyone go and listen to that episode in the afternoon. She, said it was like she said things like, you know, you don't get a pillow. There's no pillows. At least this is when she went. You sleep on
Really?
just like the mattress. Yeah, I hate that. I'm like a big like even if it's one like
I have like four pillows.
yeah,
Yeah.
I like need a lot of pillows. When I book a hotel room, I usually do the two queen beds, and then I strip everything off the second bed and put it in the actual, rather than the king bed. I want the two queen beds. You take all the extras off the second one and put it, you have like nine pillows. It's great. She said, there's that. You get a plastic spoon in the beginning, it's a paper spoon to eat with because everyone is on like some type of suicide watch. In the beginning, you have to prove that it's a big adjustment. You go to the bathroom in front of, so that's what she said. So, I guess I'm missing the point of your story. I don't know. Well, first of all, I don't know why the hell she's wearing YSL. I mean, I know you went right to the jail, but I don't know. I mean, this sounds like a very positive thing, but I don't know. Is Karen really that changed from leaving the courthouse and going to jail? I don't buy it. Do you?
No, I think this is a still denial. I think this is a okay, oh, all right, sure. I'm gonna serve jail time. So I'm gonna look my fabulous self and have my wig on and I'm going to be a mentor. And I think to your point, the reality that
Hmm.
has hit Julie Chrisley and Todd Chrisley, which is there are no pillows, there are no blankets, it's freezing
You go
most
to
of
the
the time.
bathroom in front of people.
You crap in front of everybody. There is no wigs, there is no hair dye, there is no
Botox.
makeup. Right. I think you don't realize how little freedom you have until you're in there.
Right.
The other thing I just read, I know you did too, is now more is coming out from her legal team that Karen actually last fall was offered a 60-day deal, like a 60-day jail sentence deal by the prosecutors. So is this not bananas?
She has offered 6 months at home house arrest or 60 days at jail. I would have taken the 60 days at jail as opposed to the 6 months at home.
Oh,
I
I
think
would
for
have stayed at
her,
home.
well, okay, look, I do like to stay home, and not leave the house.
Look at your house that we're looking at right now. You think it would be awful to be there for 6 months? No. And you ordering giant burritos that you're unwrapping and diving into every night? I don't think that's a bad thing for you. I don't even think that's punishment for you.
No,
And you could record 600 podcasts. This is like and you could focus on your numbers. That's not prison for David Yontef.
that is my dream actually, is to be locked in my house for 6 months. Yeah, actually it is. And the New York apartment, yeah, it's
Well,
nice.
you're far more social than you make out to be, but still, okay.
But the thing is, she probably thought to herself, well, I can't be home for 6 months because I'm the star of the show, the Grand Dame. How are we going to film me? at home. I mean, we're gonna film, and so maybe she would have had to take the 60 days. But I mean, that is if that's true. I mean, that's literally crazy. That is what who's saying this? Giselle. Somebody from the cast was saying this, right? I think Giselle. I think Giselle's the one that
I
that
thought it
brought
was
this.
even like a lawyer link, or maybe it was.
Oh,
Okay. Well, hold on.
I thought Jizzy
We
said
find out.
this, but well, that's where it's like you deserve now to be in jail. That's where it's like. Listen, I don't know everything. Every time that I have gone to legal counsel and have had my own desires, or I've said to the counsel, what should I do? Should I settle the case? Should we not? I mean, ultimately, the decision is yours. You learn in law school, like the client has to make the decision. But I have always turned to counsel and said, "What should I do? I'm not Bethany. I don't know everything. Should I take this deal, or should we go to trial on this?" So I assume that her lawyers probably said, "Miss Huger, I mean, that's probably why she fired the first ones. They probably said, yeah, take this deal. I can't believe, I mean, that's
Now
the
this
arrogance. That's the arrogance. If this
Oh,
is,
she's so arrogant. And she's such an addict because to me, this is such addict behavior. If you've ever had somebody in your life that's a recovering alcoholic or recovering addict, when they are in their disease, which she's completely, I mean, she's still the day, the week of her sentencing was still like, let's be clear, I'm not an alcoholic. It's like, bitch, there's your problem right there. 4 DUIs and you're not an alcoholic. This is, by the way, this is coming from TV Deeds. So I don't know who the source was, but they say that Karen could have prevented herself from getting the harsh jail sentence because an outlet that the prosecution originally wanted Karen to do a 60-day stint behind bars. Unfortunately, she and her legal team felt that she could avoid jail time altogether if she had a jury trial. This came after her legal team, had tried to have the case thrown out, citing an illegal search and seizure, which the judge had already denied that motion. We need to interview her legal team because I want to know, is this like, were paralegals the one that she was paying? Who the F was advising this woman? And I don't know.
and I didn't
I
even
think
think
it,
that her statement, her leaked statement from the courthouse, like, her statement to the judge or the jury, whatever, where she was, I didn't even think that was so humbled. I mean, it was
I couldn't agree with you
written.
more.
I didn't think that was somebody who's really was sorry and really humbled and really understood what she did.
I could not agree with you more. It's like, I still don't think she gets it. I even think that message from the person that booked her in jail, I think is like, I think that just goes to show you too, like there's somebody with such a great attitude, like, okay, I'm ready to mentor. Who the fuck wants her as a mentor?